With BSI hosting the IEC General Meeting in the beautiful Scottish city of Edinburgh, we are kicking off our 4-day showcase event with a Smart City to City exchange. We'll hear from global city leaders and experts on what smart city success looks like, how they've overcome challenges and adapted emerging technologies for the benefit of citizens. Let's take a look.
The idea for this event was to harness the energy of the people who've come here from all over the world and to start to engage between that community and the cities and citizens of the world.
Our city of Edinburgh strives to be a warm, friendly, inclusive and welcoming capital city. The rapid advancement of digital technology has revolutionised the way we live, work and communicate. With such technical advantage, of course, comes great power and so too a great responsibility to ensure that the potential of digital technologies delivers the greatest good and help us shape the most sustainable future possible for the generations of today and tomorrow.
So having the possibility to have this kind of events with this type of venues in which colleagues from all the different sectors can work together, understand together, make sense of things together, that's a real priority.
We really are looking at a different perspective is how can product standards, specifically sustainability in those product standards, can support a sustainable smart city. So really ensuring that the smart city has products that come from sustainable materials that are designed for sustainability, have right to repair, have recycled type content. So really taking that angle of approach of looking at the product standards, putting these sustainability requirements in.
We're here to talk about smart cities, and we're in a very exciting time. The e-bikes and e-scooters, these fantastic devices are revolutionising transport. And that word again, integration, is highly important. Never before have we had such technical innovations.
What is a city? But of course, cities are the big success story of human settlement. Cities outlive nation states. They are our most enduring achievements. They develop, evolve and grow over centuries. Are like creatures which grow old with us and which then they leave us behind. And over time, we've always thought that let's make a better city, let's fix the city, let's come up with a perfect city. Smart cities, I would say, is yet another utopian dream. And I think what we must understand is the trustworthiness of government and innovation. Responsibility of a challenge is an opportunity, because in order to scale these solutions up to support our citizens in the best possible way, people need to trust us.
Saudi Arabia, where we had dreams maybe 5 or 6 years ago, now becoming a reality, and it really impacted the quality of life of the Saudi citizens. The Saudi Vision 2030 was launched in April 2016. The vision constructed of 3 themes: a vibrant society, a thriving economy, and ambitious nation. Through that vision, Saudi Arabia drives the transformation of its cities into smart, sustainable urban centers.
We're on a mission to hopefully have Sunderland as one of the world's leading smart cities. Urban regeneration is currently the biggest in the UK. Sunderland's vision has come to life as our city plan, and our city plan talks about a connected, international, vibrant city for all.
It is also true that if a company piloted a solution with the city, they do have some leverage, and most companies are ready to take the risk.
What I've taken from today's wonderful presentations is it doesn't matter whether you're in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia or whether you're in Sunderland, we're all trying to do the same thing.
So having specific standards that look at how the action should take place, what kind of activity should be considered as priorities, what kind of actors should be involved, what is the outcome of the single actions when we talk about not just technology but also coordinating an ecosystem of actors, creating an institutional setting. These things are still missing, and I hope that BSI, as many other institutions like the United Nations, are drafting a new international guidelines right now. I hope that these instruments and these actors can make a difference in relation to this topic.
Looking at a smart city, is a lot of them will run on clean energy. So our clean energy value chain really starts with clean energy generation, for example, photovoltaics and wind turbines. So looking at how can we have a risk management approach for climate change, not just in the current moment, but also predictive moments, ensuring that we have this risk mitigation for climate and looking at starting from a product type level, ensuring that they will perform.
Smart city is a fantastic element. So smart city works that you just leave your work and you go by your underground, and as soon as you arrive there, in 20 minutes they know that you are going to arrive to your flat, and your shower will be ready, your eating will be ready, your fire will be ready, and also the fridge is started to prepare for you a nice tequila or gin and tonic or whatever. So smart city is a fantastic element that is already starting to happen, is already in some cases possible.
I wanted to talk about why Singapore aspires to be a smart city. We were trying to build a digital layer for our city. The moment it's integrated, you can connect to any of the number of systems within the platform. The digital platforms, when we do it correctly, can actually help us achieve our sustainability targets.
Shanghai is branding ourselves as economic hub in China. We support for the creativity, and it's a pioneer in digital transformation, and it's a leading contributor to the international standardization. For Shanghai, that we have committed to be a vision to be a global leader in the smart city development.
Abu Dhabi is considered one of the smartest cities around the world. It aims to have a 45% reduction in its electricity consumption compared to any conventional other cities around the world.
When we talk about smart cities, they always go to advanced, expensive, and highly experimental technology, only the advanced ones. But sometimes they are not needed. Sometimes it's just about having the right technology, and it might be a technology that is already available, that is less advanced, and that is maybe even relatively unsophisticated. And that's why we talked a lot about mutual learning, because we believe that this is a key aspect that we need to cultivate in the future. I would really love for those coming from the audience to understand that it's not just about technology. Sometimes there is a bit of a rush in getting to the technology without understanding that all these projects need to have coordination, they need to have orchestration, they need to have proper policies, regulations. It's not just about short term, it's about long term. Learning how to work with the private, learning how to engage with the universities and also civil society. We really do want to promote collaboration. Having that collaboration will enhance messaging of the importance of standards. So instead of having one single standards development organization voice, if we really do collaborate together and really work more together, we could have a bigger voice.
The Smart City event, as they organized during the IEC event here in Edinburgh, I was astonished. I was astonished because there was a very high level of speakers. That we approached several different subjects. And I have seen the smart cities from so many different angles, from a regulation point of view, a standard point of view, but also from as a user point of view, as a citizen of smart city. What it means to be a citizen of smart city? You're still not just a user. You want to be part of that process, part of that approach, and I think that I was really enjoying.
Singapore, although from the technology standpoint we might look very integrated, but we actually still have many silos to break.
We recognize that that's a limitation, a major limitation.
It means that a smart city, you need to have technology to adapt to an original idea. And those data, they are basically telecommunication data with energy all together. These two elements together, they are inside of the city and help to collect information.
We have been innovator for a long time. We think just introducing digital technologies is not enough.
Really looking at the deep technologies that we build, it's an engineering challenge, but it has a societal impact.
How can we consolidate this to make it easier, not have duplicate standards?
And because we are a part of a community, we want to be on top of what we can give back to the community.
This is collaboration to arrive at a consensus of thought, which we define within a standard. And that standard then for the business community allows us to deploy our innovation.
Thank you all very much for coming, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.